Hello and welcome to Inkscape for Teachers. This video is inspired by another one I saw by Chris Hildenbrand, in which he created seamless patterns using repeated squares. This is just a slight variation on that. What we'll do is we'll zoom out and scroll across. You can see that we can produce patterns, seamless patterns that fill any object there. So we'll zoom right across here. Okay, first we'll start with a square. Control Shift and drag out a square. Select tool, then just make it say 40 millimeters by 40 millimeters, and we'll just zoom in a bit more on that. Okay, let's give it a fill. Make it a brighter blue this time, and let's take off the border. Shift click the red cross there. And now we'll put in some shape and some text. Let's start with the text, T for the text tool, and we might type, give myself a plug, Maths Pro. There's a website www.mathspro.com, but we'll just stick with Maths Pro. Let's make that white and drag it there. Let's click it again and rotate it. Put it up there. Okay, now some shapes. Look, we'll start with the circle tool. Control Shift drag out a circle. Let's give it a light blue fill, say. Again, I think I might take off the border, and I'm going to drag that to there. Do another one. Let's do an ellipse this time. Again, give it a fill and remove the border. This time I'm going to actually put it a little bit off the right hand side. Whenever that happens, we've got to translate it, so Control Shift M for the move tool, and move it the length of the edge of the square. So let's move it left, so that'll be negative 40. We'll Control D to duplicate it first, then apply that transformation, so that we've got that. That means this little bit will join together with the big bit, so it will tile seamlessly. Let's now do a rectangle, say, and again I'll just use the same fill colour and no stroke. Click on it a second time to rotate. Let's do something like that, and let's do it down there. Now, since it's off the bottom, we're going to translate it, and that'll be up here. Make it a 40 translation. Control D and apply that translation, so that we've got one top and bottom. Now, if you're ever going to move one of these shapes, if there's a pair like that, you have to move them together. Say something like that. Now let's put something on the corner. Let's make it a triangle. Polygons tool, and let's just drag out a triangle. That's a funny shape there. It's because I've got a different ratio there. Look, doesn't matter. If you don't want that shape, you can wind it in or out, or actually it's on star setting. It's a bit extreme, isn't it? I might just go to the polygon setting. Not sure what's happened there. If it's yeah, just a tiny one. If I click a second time, its centre of rotation is out of whack. I'll shift click to restore that. Shift click it there. I think that's right. That's interesting. It should be in the centre there, I would have thought. Anyway, oh, there it is there. I'll shift click it now. Oh, it's, yes, no, that's the centre of the bounding box, not the centre of the triangle. That's okay. And I'll click it till I get the normal enlargement handles. Now let's just put a bit on the corner there. If that happens, we've got to have one on each corner by translating by the side length of the square. So let's do a vertical. Control D to duplicate. Vertical translation. Now let's go left. The 40, so that's negative 40. Control D, apply. Now let's go down to the other corner, 0 and negative 40. Control D and apply. So everything has a partner that's on an edge, and everything on a corner is repeated on each corner. Maybe put in a little star after all. Say if I pointed star click there, drag out, and let's just bump up the spoke ratio. Oh, that'll do for now, and drag that into, say, there. No need to repeat that because it's not on an edge as with the circle. Now what we'll do is we'll click on the square, Control D to duplicate, and now we'll select everything, and we'll use that square to clip out anything outside the edges of the square. So we'll go to Object, Clip, Set. That does that. Actually, I should have left it selected, and I'm going to group that, Control G to group. Now I want to turn this into a pattern. I do that under Object, Pattern, Objects to Pattern. One convenient byproduct of that is that it reduces the bounding box around all of it there rather than a clip, so I think it gets rid of the clip. Anyway, we're happy with that, so let's continue and show you how it can be applied. If I drag out a huge area, something like that, and I can now go to the Fill, Control Shift F dialog, and under Pattern Fill it puts in the pattern that's at the top. That's another one I created earlier, normally to be black and white stripes, and we go to the last one there, and there it is. You can see that that is seamless. I can zoom in and I can't see any seams. Sometimes you get little lines with rectangles that are placed close together that they don't print, but this looks pretty good all round. So again, a seamless pattern, but you can apply it to anything, of course. You can do a circle or an ellipse, and again back to the Pattern Fill, and in the drop down menu under there we can find it again, and it's very convenient to apply that to any object. So there you go. It's a nice way of repeating patterns if you perhaps building a background for a website or making some wrapping paper graphic or something. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and as always, thanks for watching.